great about Naked City is like you can always play new songs here, and like so it's okay. It's like, but the thing that I'm used to playing new songs at Naked City, but the thing that's weird about this is like I never write anything down to begin with, and this time I got it written down. So like I've never turned pages while playing the guitar. So you guys up for a story, or did I just tell one?
Yes and yes.
This is a brand new song. It's called, I don't know, for lack of a better title, it's called Malice in Wonderland. Well, I was nodding off in front of my TV, watching the cable access band. Had some animal crackers, my favorite snack in hand. I was watching the West Dakota County School System's production of Alice in Wonderland. When something happened that stretched my imagination so far, I think I broke the rubber band. 'Cause I found myself in a strange new world. I was on the banks of a river, dressed as a little girl. I had gold locks and curls. Felt like my masculinity was on trial. I was being read a story by a Victorian pedophile. Hey, buddy, get your hand off my knee. I mean, your story's great. It's filled with vision, but, you know, the last time they made me dress up like this, I was doing time in prison. When up came this rabbit looking at his watch, he sort of strutted, he did not hop. He said, "Hey, homeboy, you're going to have to pay. You're on my turf now, and I'm running late. So I ain't got time to give you no lecture. In this world, we do to men what men did to nature." That's right, my pink squishy friend. We do to men what men did to nature. When the fish from the river came up, began to sing and croon. That's right, we're going to wipe your race out soon. For you see, we've developed a type of plumbing that flushes our waste right into your living room. So I followed the rabbit down into his hole, you see, past the smirking worms and the roots hanging from his watch chain with his lucky human's foot. And I fell down into his apartment, you see, right in front of his TV. Now, this whole scenario might sound absurd, but you see, this place looked like it was decorated by this Liberace leopard interior decorator, sort of done in Caucasian wallpaper. When the Red Queen appeared in front of me there on the rabbit's TV screen, she was sort of a marsupial Vanna White, I think. She said, "Oh my God, you're here at last," and pulled me through the TV screen looking glass. And I didn't know where I was, the channels they were scanning. I wound up on this children's programming. My head was dizzy, my face was pale. I was sort of on this amphibian's fairy tale, one that would make the tadpoles wince because an evil witch kissed a handsome frog, turned him into a hideous prince. See, the TV channel changer clicked again, and I wound up on every amphibian's fish. On every amphibian's wish. That's right, I wound up on this porno channel for frogs and fish. Now, you might find this exciting, but what can I say? To me, it was just sitting around watching some gill breather fertilize eggs all day. I'm sure at home with their little green buds they did jerk, with their bulging eyes glued to the home spawning network. Through the TV channel changer I did go, I wound up on this sportsman show. They had two sportscasters on there. They were as mean and vicious as they come. Two beer-bellied pit bulls named Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You could almost smell the beer on their breath as they threw two rednecks into a pit and made them fight till the death. And through the TV channel changer I went again. Wound up on some primetime drama doctor show, and the Cheshire Cat said that he was pissed, decided I'd be a better companion if he took me out and got me fixed. Talk about spending too much time out of the house. I decided I should get out of here. Cheshire Cat smiled and I disappeared. Went through TV static and chatter, wound up on the late night sermonette being conducted by the Mad Hatter. I was sitting on the pew with the chickens, pigs, and cows. I regretted my sins, boy, and how. The Mad Hatter looked at me and said, "You humans better get your life right, because in our world, Ronald McDonald is the Antichrist." So, but you might hear your heavenly call. You might become winged angels after all. But see, there's one little twist, one little thing. You see, God is a vengeful chicken with a recipe for wings. Simply divine. The TV channel changer got me out just one more time. And I wound up on the People's Court being hosted by a hippopotamus, Judge Wapner. So I asked the judge if, since these animals dominated the world, why it was that they just sat around and watched TV all day. And that I figured I was dead, because he said, "Off with her head." And I didn't know what he meant, because Doug Llewellyn turned out to be an animal cracker that bit the heads off of people. Yeah, and I woke and it was none too soon. Finally, after this long tale, I was back in my own living room. Only me and my TV had an ironic switch. You see, it was my TV that had fallen asleep in front of me. And I found myself singing the national anthem. I signed off, and my whole being turned to nothing but static. And the last thing I remember, now you might find this fantastic, but it was this Rastafarian caterpillar saying, "Mom, things have gotten pretty drastic, because in your world, it's the most brutal that have it. But you know, in a better world, it's the survival of the most sarcastic." Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Let's have that beer song.
The beer song. This song was written while I was drinking beer. Does that count?
Other beer.
This is also a new song here. I think I can pull it off. It's not quite as long as the last one. Do you guys know anybody that's involved in any activism or anything? I'm headed out tomorrow to go to make a stop along the way, but I'm headed to Albany to this thing called the People's Music Network. And I was wondering what these people are going to be singing about with peace breaking out all over, you know. So here's a song for all you who find comfort in cataclysm. All of you who narrowly escaped happiness and took refuge in cynicism. If I can remember the words, see, I don't have it written down here. In fact, I'm going to stop right there and play another song, because the one I thought I could remember the words to, I didn't write down, so that's the way it goes. Do you mind if I just play something else on you? Do what? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Well, I'm breaking a string and I'm taking up too much time up here. I appreciate you guys listening to my new song.
That was Chris Chandler.